Hello and welcome to this video. Today I thought I'd try out some macrame. And for that I'm actually using the set I found. Now I've never done this art, but like working with threads and just making like friendship bracelets and stuff seems to be very similar in a kind of a smaller scale, so I thought I really wanted to dabble in this one too. And I saw some amazing macrame art from people with like depicting animals and stuff, so I'm really interested to see how easy it is and how the skill level learning curve is with this one. Now the set comes with a booklet for colored threads, one hook and one of these wooden rings, and it has some instructions. I should mention that most of the instructions are actually not really doable with the amount of threads you get inside of this box, but for this one there's actually a smaller version, luckily on the bottom of the side, which I'm really happy with. So this is the one I will try out first. And I decided to do this a bit more colorful, so I chose the red in the middle, or pink I guess, the white on the outside, and then the green. And I don't know if it will even like make a colorful pattern or something like that, but we will see. Now I chose this pattern because first of all it seemed to be like the easiest out of the book, and second of all it looked like a really fun pattern. And all it is basically is this like back and forth knotting. It reminds me really of making paracord bracelets. It's like the same knotting technique in this case. The book also explains like some of the macrame knot stuff, so I'm sure there's like a lot more out there, but this book seems to prefer this method for like simple patterns. And after I finish the patterns, I'm just going to cut off the extra length and then just tying some simple knots. I really loved this pattern in the book, but of course there was not nearly enough threading length to do this. So instead I decided to try something very simple, a heart shape on my own, and it maybe would have worked if I would have chosen to make like a starting straight row or something like that, but there was just so many threads on the hook thing that it bent on its own, so the heart shape didn't really come to life. But in the end I still love the pattern I made, although it is way more of a triangle, but I'm still proud of myself that it even looks like something, and actually would definitely use it for a keychain or something like that. And for this one I actually will finish it by unwinding the threads a bit so they become thinner in the end, and I hope it will look like how I envisioned it and look a bit softer than just tying the knots. And this actually marks the end of my little macrame double. The reason why I did this in the first place was basically just so I see if I like this craft, which I really do, and after seeing so many beautiful animals and stuff that people make inside of frames that look really cool, I'm definitely interested in getting a larger spool of this yarn and actually trying a harder pattern. So eventually I may make a video on that one too. Now I'm sure there's much harder patterns and stuff, but I like the simplicity of it, and yes, it was a children's book, so that also surely was really helpful in getting into this, and I'm sure that maybe children would also like to do this actually. because it's not as tedious as making like friendship bracelets. I remember as a child I was getting really fed up because it took so much time to make them, so I'm sure I would have enjoyed this type of knotting more. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what were your experiences with macrame and what you thought of my simple project. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And on that note, of course, as always, have a nice day and bye!